grip is one of the most vital elements to a deadlift because a lot of people miss a lift because of their grip, and a lot of people can injure themselves if they're not gripping correctly. The deadlift grip also creates the opportunity to develop a lot of asymmetry in the body. So I have some rules of thumb and some thoughts and discussion that I like to go over for grip when I'm trying to teach it to you. The first is understanding that an over-under grip, meaning this or this, is most common. On that grip, you want to make sure your thumb is going around the bar and not on the same side of the bar as your fingers. And depends on if you're right or left-handed, but some people are going to prefer one way over the other. A big thing with training, if you're always pulling the same way, I encourage you to do either some work up sets or work down sets or variation deadlift exercises where you're switching that grip. Because if you're always doing over-under the exact same way, you're definitely going to develop some asymmetry through your elbows, shoulders, and lats. So you want to make sure that you're equally representing each side like this. Another grip discussion point is how deep you grip the bar into your hand. This only applies if we're talking over-under, but there's two different schools of thought on it. One is what people most traditionally do, where they get the grip deep set in their hand. If you're doing this, you're going to develop your calluses right here. And this is very common, and I would say most commonly that's how people grip it. Another way to grip it is in your fingers here. Now, when you're trying these different grips out, you need to be aware, usually when you're going to lose your grip is at the top of the deadlift as you're locking out, and the bar is going to roll. So experiment with both of those different grips and see which one you like more. I would say there's a lot of advanced lifters that use the fingertip type grip. It can be stronger if you learn to use it right, and it can also combat the rolling of the bar a little better. If you're in a deep grip position and the bar starts to roll, it doesn't have to go very far before it reaches the end of those calluses, rips them and falls off. And the other thing with gripping the bar in the deeper part of your fingers instead of the palm, it extends your arms a little bit. It gives your arms a little better advantage for leverages. So experiment with those two different grips and find the one that's best for you. Another thing that you'll very commonly see is the hook grip. I do recommend the hook grip as the preferred method for deadlifts, and I will do an advanced video on a tutorial on the hook grip. But the hook grip has a few different advantages. One, it's the most leverage friendly one that you can do. The bar is actually going to be hanging in your fingers here instead of a normal grip here. So it's going to add anywhere from 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch onto your arms, which is going to give you a better starting position and easier lockout. The other thing, people don't tear their biceps with a hook grip because biceps are torn on the underhand when people are trying to pull. With hook grip, both hands are over like this, hooking the thumbs, and you eliminate the danger of tearing a bicep. The other great thing about hook grip, even though it's extremely painful and it may take some time to get used to, the beautiful thing about hook grip is it is not grip strength limited. Over-under grips is a challenge in grip strength. It may be your limiting factor. As long as you get used to the hook grip, it's actually not a function of grip strength. You can hang on to anything as long as you can deal with the pain.